Hey, so sorry that I'm late into the new year. We're doing this video on my phone, so we're gonna do a hair video. I did the same kind of style last time, but I'm pretty sure I posted on TikTok instead, but I had to use up the rest of the hair that I had left, so we're just gonna do those same braids again. If you haven't seen it, check out my TikTok before they get rid of it. They finna ban it, y'all. I'm so hurt. But anyways, yeah, we're doing my hair today, and it's gonna be so cute, so come on. My hair is a hot mess, hence the need to braid it. But I have the back row already separated, and I'm gonna start on this first braid really quick just to show you guys. I don't even have no hair gel right now, y'all. I am at a loss. The gel, this is my go-to. It is BTL Braiders Gel. It is the level 5 stronghold one. It says that it is the ultimate hold, ultra soothe and shine. So this is the one I always use. It looks empty, but it's all over the walls because I just dig in the middle for some reason. But let's get started on that first braid. I already got it separated, so let's get to it. The difference this time is that I blended the hair together instead of adding one of each color when I'm feeding into the braids. 26 inch, but here are the two colors, 27 and 30, and then I also have some black curly pieces. Of course, I gotta lay out the hair, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it all settled and then show you guys how I have it set up. I don't have one of those fancy braiding racks. I just set it on my counter and let them overlap, but at intervals so I can reach the loop part that I need to grab at the right time. But you'll see what I mean when I show you guys, but let me go ahead and get that all organized and I'll get right back. Laid out. It's all blended as well, and I did kind of bigger pieces because I do want to do bigger braids. That is another difference that I forgot to mention. But yeah, let's get into braiding. Let's play some scissors and get into it. Sliding like this, so we're just gonna have to record at this angle. So you're gonna start by separating your hair into 3 pieces and start a simple braid there. You're gonna try to get all the pieces you can, but do not braid tight enough to give yourself a headache because that's just gonna hurt. And your knotless braids aren't really supposed to hurt after just getting them, so be careful of that. I've braided so tight sometimes that I've hurt my own head, but yeah. So you're gonna go a half a rotation and then continue adding hair each half a rotation. But now that I've got these few hairs in here, I'm going to turn the braid to where I can hold on to it from this side, and then I'm going to take my smallest pieces and fold them inwards. And now I'm going to add a larger piece. Since my braids are going to be bigger, this is the way you'll want to go so that you don't have a tiny braid. It starts tiny at the root because it's supposed to look natural, but as soon as you start braiding, you're going to want way more hair added in at about each rotation. And for the back rows, I am not going to be adding any of the curly hair, which I haven't even shown you guys yet, but I will not be adding it because the back 3 rows I found you're supposed to leave the hair out so it's not too full and heavy for you. So keep that in mind as well. Those first couple of rows are going to be without curly pieces. I'm not trying to add much because I don't want it to be too heavy, but at the same time you do not want your braid to get really skinny halfway down it. So you're going to need at least one extra piece once you've gotten through all that you've added in. That little bulk section is going to go way down the farther you go down the braid. So be wary as soon as you feel it starting to get kind of skinny, go ahead and add some more hair as I'm doing now. You want to try to get it before it's getting skinny, but everybody isn't a braider, so you just got to try to do your best. But I'm going to try to go for about this thickness. I'm kind of giving myself some medium braids. I do not feel like being in here until the middle of the night, so yeah. And mind you, the time I am starting is about 11 a.m., so let's hope I am not up until nightfall. They need to be able to be long enough so that when I add my curly pieces, they're not way longer than the entire braid. So the piece that I fed in, I just took half of the side that was going to one of them and set that to the middle. I'll show you on my next braid because I did not really give y'all a close-up of that one. But yeah, instead of making it like I'm just adding it in for two sides of the braid. You're gonna do it like you're doing braids that have the little knot on them. I'm not sure what they're called anymore. The regular box braids, how those used to be done. That's exactly what I'm doing for this. But now I'm just gonna braid down, and most hairstylists would not do this to your hair, but I am not a hairstylist. I'm just doing my own head. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little strand. The smaller pieces you add to the braid, the less it's gonna be noticeable. So as I did that, you can't even see where I just took the hair from, and it doesn't make a problem within my braid. But most braiders are not gonna do this to your hair. Or I'm not sure, so let me not speak for the braiders because I'm just my own braider. But as you can see, I'm nearing the bottom of the braid. Yep, there it goes again. Yeah, waist, if not hip length, which the back is usually the longest I go. So hopefully this is quite long enough to cover up or be even with the curly pieces. The curly pieces should almost cover this up is what I want. Yeah, try not to do this part. Some people can braid like this, but it just gets annoying to me. So I like to get it closer so that I can go ahead and just get on done with it. Because I can't even go as fast as I want to with it being down here. This is kind of fast, but now I'm getting stuck up. See the difference? Alright, and that's braid one done. When I get done with the back 3 rows, I'm going to come back and show you guys when I'm adding in the curly pieces now. So here's what the braid's looking like so far. I'm not going to try to add too much curly hair, but it's definitely going about waist length. Almost thigh length, but this is going to be curled at the end, so it's going to be a little different. A little hard for you guys to see, but here are the first 3 braids done. I only went with 3 in the back, and don't mind the sides because I will get my mom or somebody to cut this off for me so that it's actually lined up, because those little pieces are pieces that you can't really grab and put in the braid without giving yourself a headache. So we'll get rid of those another way, or maybe I'll just put some hair growth oil and leave them. Maybe by the next time they'll be able to be braided. Who knows? But yeah, babes. I'm starting this braid as usual, and I'm going to actually start adding the curly pieces in on this row, just on the outside edges, just so I can frame my face with the curly pieces. But yeah, starting this braid as usual, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to add it in. I'm just trying to keep the braid nice and flat and gradually get it to a fatter braid so that I can add in those way thicker pieces of hair. I just don't want to stress out the roots of my hair too much. But about every rotation or 2, you're going to want to add a half piece of hair, or you can go ahead with the full ones in a full rotation. But I'm just going to try to bulk it up slowly instead of immediately. And this also helps to make it look more natural to your hair as you're adding in the braiding hair. But of course, it's not going to look that natural to mine. I am going to find my skinniest part in the braid, and then I'm going to take a curly piece of the hair and add it in. But I'm going to pull it away from the braid for the piece that I'm keeping out. But instead of throwing it in your mouth like me, you can throw it over top of your head. I just have trouble with keeping it there sometimes. But since I do have my ponytail today, I will be able to keep it out the way. And just because I did add that piece, I cannot neglect keeping the size of the braid correct. So pay attention to that. As of right now, it is starting to thin, so I will be adding another piece, just a little half piece, not a full one. I feel like I probably should have gone a little larger, but at the same time, last time I did make my hair a little too heavy. Adding one last piece in, and that is going to be the end of this one. That long piece of hair is definitely going to go right almost to the end. I think I'm going to curl the tips of these braids. Sorry guys, I keep forgetting my phone keeps sliding down, but yep, coming to the end of this braid. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the front braid on this side, so I'll come back when the row is completely finished and I'm about to start the next. Hear the background noise? No, you can't. But anyways, we are 2 rows done. I don't know what a better way to show you guys that it's done. I just got the top half done. I'm about to do that little dome thing, do the 2 rows back here, and then whoop de whoop de whoop, we in the front. But yeah, babes, I did add more hair than I said I was gonna add, but it's because it's so long and thin. I did want to add a little more just to fluff it up a little bit, not too much, not too much. But I'll get back to y'all when I'm done with this next row. Second round of hair, I put half of 2 packs mixed together out, so about a pack worth is left. Hopefully I don't use that all braiding, but we're gonna have to see. So come on, now we're gonna finish this row before I get to the front. Y'all help me, it's already like 5 o'clock here, but I went ahead and oiled on my head as it's already done, so I can just rub that in and keep on going, y'all. Here's the back, fully done. These got crooked up here. Don't mind the back. Yeah, it was neat up until those last 3, but I tried my best. Gosh, y'all, don't mind my washing machine making a great escape. But I have finished the 2 little sides right here. It was just 2 braids for those, which I am not mad at all. And I have this pre-parted already. I'm kind of liking the look of this. I wish I was a braider. It's looking pretty good. It's pretty long. I'm going to cut it just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, these pre-parted parts are helping me out. Now that I have these 2 rows as my guide, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and even out all my hair. Definitely got them a lot more evened out. Y'all can't even see where I'm cutting right now, but it's literally right below where the camera can see. Just evening it out a little bit. I want to kind of give it some layers, but I think I'm just going to do the top slightly shorter and let the curls still come down to the end, but the braids will be shorter. So yeah, now that these are my guides, I'm going to throw these to the back. And I have a package of let's rods. Good thing I got scissors because I can never tear these packages open. I got these last time I wanted to do my hair, but I also had got some other little rollers to put up there, and I used the rollers instead, but I did find that those curls were a little bit tighter at the ends rather than like wavy like the curly pieces I have in my hair. So we're going to use these are a 12 pack of the 11 by 16 inch diameter. I don't know, y'all. Just get you some flexi rods. But I'm gonna try and pick out all these curly pieces and hold them out of the way so I can dip these braids as far as possible without messing up these curly pieces, because I know as soon as these hit water, they are not gonna be curly anymore. They're gonna be straight. Then I'm gonna have like islander braids. I think that's what they're called, but yeah, straight extra pieces in those instead of having the curly pieces. But that's not what I'm going for today, babe. So we're gonna wrap these on up, and then I'm gonna keep on rolling. Oh no, this one's going to wall. I'm never really good at using these rollers. If anything, my mother can fix them. Same thing on this side, trying not to mess up the curls. And y'all, I don't have no mousse at all. And it's a Monday though, so the hair store in my area, or the one that I go to, probably won't be open. And I would not want to go all the way into Wilmington today anyways. I put this curly piece way too low. I'm so sad, but it'll be okay because I can wrap the base of this one around it too. Ooh, I'm messing this one up, y'all. I can't even keep the hair in the same place. I'm just trying to get it into a relatively same spot as the other one, so it's not too much of a difference in the hair. But yeah, got those pieces all done up, and I'm going to throw these to the back so that I can just pay attention to the front for now and get that finished really quickly. Hopefully it won't be too many more braids, but I just don't want to be up all night. It's already like 6, so you know, 4 rows shouldn't be too bad. If I stop procrastinating, it'll be done quicker. So let me get into that. The row above is almost done, and then I only have these 3 left. I'm going to do this one next, but yeah, I already laid out half of hair that I had left, so a fourth of it out. Hopefully that's enough because if I use 4 full packs, that's gonna be kind of heavy, and I'm trying not to get to that far, which I don't think I will, and I'm crossing my fingers. But yeah, these rods, thinking that it's heavier than it is because they're already hanging there, and it's like the hair bunched up. So yeah, I'm gonna cross my fingers. So I finally finished my hair. It's like 9 o'clock now. I'm so glad to be finished. Don't mind the vacuum in the background. But yeah, it's giving waistline. It's very, very cutesy, very demure. I'm loving it. Yeah. Boho braids for the win. Thank y'all for watching and see y'all next time. Bye, babes. Bye.